Hey guys! Tonight I'm just going to show you how to make your Shakeology according to texture. So, I make my Shakeologies like an ice cap with that icy kind of texture, very thin. But for those of you who like a thicker smoothie like texture, I'll show you or tell you how to do that. So tonight I'm making one for Joe and I. Now, generally speaking, if you are going to make two shakes in one, you should never be adding 2 scoops of Shakeology. That's too much protein, too many nutrients in there. You should make 2 separate shakes, as much of a pain as it is. Or I'm making a kind of dessert one as it's evening and all I want is a chocolate bar right now. So I'm making it not the healthiest way, but it's still better than the alternative of the treats that I want. So when I make one like this, I'll just use 1 scoop of Shakeology with diluted for 2 people so that it's not too much protein. So we have a Vitamix at home and I fill it to the number 2 on the side here. This again is for an ice cap like texture. I will use quite a bit of ice. I usually use about 5 ice cubes per person. So I have about 10 in there for Joe and I. If you want a thicker texture, you can either use almond or coconut milk. I do find that almond milk, unless you really like the aftertaste, has a little bit of a funny aftertaste, and I don't like the combination with Shakeology. So we use coconut milk. It's a thinner, the unsweetened one. It's a thinner texture. So if you like it thick, you would use 2 cups of this to fill into a Shakeology shaker cup. Or if you kind of want that happy medium, this is how we used to make it. It was 1 cup of coconut milk and 1 cup of water. No ice, because ice does give it a little thicker, and when you're using a milk of any sort, it will make it extremely thick. So depending on your flavor, you should get a calendar that looks like this guy. It's got about a month's worth of recipes on there. Try them out, whichever ones appeal to you. In the fall season, I tend to do a lot of pumpkin combinations with chocolate, vanilla, or cafe latte. They all have amazing pumpkin options with nutmeg, and it's so good. My go-to for myself is cafe latte. And we're releasing a vegan flavor later this year. I could not be more excited. Cafe latte with cinnamon, which helps burn abdominal fat. So I load it with cinnamon. I love cinnamon. And then almond butter and or peanut butter. And half a banana to sweeten. Now, if you're using the portion control system, you obviously want to base your add-ins accordingly. Joe and my boys love the chocolate flavor. Carson's allergic to peanuts, so we use almond butter for him with banana. Joe uses peanut butter and banana with cinnamon. It's amazing if that's your jam. I am generally speaking a vanilla girl. I like everything vanilla. When it comes to Shakeology, it's not my favorite, but there's certain recipes that I just adore it. So I've got in here about 10 ice cubes for 2 people. Number 2 on the side here. I don't think that's 2 cups. I think that ends up being a lot more than that. 2 cups per se of water. We're using cafe latte tonight, so I'm going to do 1 scoop of that. Just about there. Throw that in. You always want to add, if you don't blend often, you want to add your liquids first on the bottom. I've learned this the hard way when I almost blew up my blender. And then your powders on top. We're going to be using 2 capfuls of vanilla. And generally speaking, banana is the sweetener in everything. So even if you have green berry or strawberry or vanilla, you can add that banana for a healthy sweetener. Sometimes if we don't have banana, I'll be a little naughty and I'll add in an extra little spoonful of honey or anything like that. And then I will add in my sweetener here because it is a treat tonight. Like I said, if you have to have your second shake in a day, I don't always recommend it. It's still better than the alternative of whatever other treat you're craving. So there we are. I have no almond butter and no peanut butter tonight. We're going grocery shopping tomorrow, but that's kind of what it looks like to begin with. And then we grab our lid, and I will show you the texture in the comments below of what comes out when you blend it with just ice and water. If you guys have any questions, reach out to Chelsea or I. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great night.